What up everyone, Pyzilla57 here, playing some Evil Within, and in this video I'm playing the Executioner DLC, and I show you guys how I beat the hidden final execution chamber, which you unlock by completing the story the first time, so you can only play this in New Game Plus, and beating this execution chamber will get you the 18th torment, which you need for one of the trophies, and this is also how you unlock infinite ammo, which is pretty helpful, especially if you go for your playthrough where you don't get hit at all. So the first wave is pretty easy. I just run up to that guy who is spawning, kill him real quickly, and then kill the other guy. And then this second wave, you have more enemies. You have a few normal zombies, you have a few of those glowing zombies that you want to be careful, because if you knock them down and they stay down too long, they can turn into those like spider type things and come up and explode, which you will see happen in this video. This playthrough was really messy. Actually, it was a lot messier than my last couple of playthroughs. But this playthrough is the playthrough that I actually beat the entire thing, where I beat Sebastian and Joseph as the final wave. But as you can see back there, he kind of, I guess I didn't kill him, and he turned into that spider and came and exploded. But so if you knock down one of those glowing things, you want to kill them as quickly as possible. And in this second wave, there's also usually 3 of those big guys who will run and grab you. I guess for some reason they weren't in this wave, but usually they are. And this third wave is always the same. From those elevators, you'll have one guy appear with a machine gun. So you want to take him out as quickly as possible, so he doesn't start shooting at you. And the second guy is a dynamite guy who was right behind me and I didn't see him. Like, they'll usually run either to the back or to the front, and I didn't see him, so I guess I thought he ran to the back, but he was right there the entire time. So you just want to kill him while avoiding getting hit by the dynamite. And this guy will also drop dynamite usually, so you can pick that up and have an extra dynamite if your inventory is not full. And this next wave is when the real fun begins. This next wave is when the sadist RPG, or sorry, not the RPG, just the regular sadist, the first boss, I guess you can say, that you fought in the main story, he appears. So he's pretty easy to beat, just like in the story. What you want to do is what I do is I sprint at him and try and lunge at him. But if you guys have played this DLC, you'll know how terrible the controls are sometimes, and the hit detection. Sometimes you'll sprint and hit one with and lunge with your hammer, and you'll just kind of go straight to the side, and your camera will sometimes just randomly move, and you'll just start getting hit by enemies that you don't know where they are from random directions. But see, I killed him pretty easily. This next wave is this big giant, I think his name was Zener or something like that from the story, appears. So you want to throw dynamite at him, and then attack him a few times with your hammer, and then hit square for your execution move. And if you do that, then you should only need to use 2 sticks of dynamite. I'm not sure why that stick of dynamite didn't hit him, so I had to use another one, but I guess that one didn't either for some reason, so I had to use a 4th one. But if all goes according to plan, you should only need to hit him with 2 sticks of dynamite until he kind of staggers like so, and then hit him with your hammer a few times, and then use your square execution move. And immediately after that, now it's the RPG sadist. He's going to spawn from the elevator. So you just kind of want to run around to avoid his rockets. And when he's reloading, you want to kind of just rush him and use your lunge with your hammer. And then you want to be careful, because he'll try meleeing you with the rocket launcher, so you kind of want to back up, kind of like I do right there, so he doesn't hit you. Like I said, this was a really messy run for me compared to the last few I did. Usually I would have him in his chainsaw state. Once you damage him enough, he'll drop the rocket launcher and pick up a chainsaw. And I forgot to mention another sadist, the chainsaw appears, so you'll have two sadists. But you want to focus the one on the RPG first, because like I said, once you damage him enough, he'll ditch the rocket launcher for a chainsaw. And then you'll just have two chainsaw sadists instead, which are much easier to deal with. There have been quite a few times where I've actually killed this first sadist completely before the second sadist has even spawned. Like I said, this was a messy run. Like I would have already had him in his chainsaw or dead by now. And also, like, I'm really low on health. My past few runs, I have only gotten hit, lost a little bit of health leading up to the final wave with Sebastian and Joseph. But in this playthrough, I had to already use like 2 or 3 medkits. So, but you just gotta not panic. You just want to keep moving around, because it's pretty easy to get stuck by. It's easy to get surrounded. It's easy to get backed into a corner or by a car. So you just want to keep sidestepping. Want to keep back lunging. Try and avoid getting hit. And use your lunge with your hammer. So the first sadist is dead, and I'm just about done with this one. So as soon as you kill the second sadist, you want to immediately go to, what I do is I immediately go to the elevator and throw some bear traps, because this is where Sebastian and Joseph will spawn. So hopefully they get stuck in them. Can't remember if they do or not in this playthrough. But as soon as you kill that last sadist, all of the other zombies, most of the time, will just like disappear. Every once in a while, like it'll kind of glitch and there'll just be a random zombie, and you have to, as soon as you kill that zombie, then they'll appear. But I hide behind this bus and see that it went off, but I don't think either of them got caught. So then you just want to spam your rocket launcher. Well, not spam it, because if they're on the ground and you hit it again while they're still on the ground, it's not going to damage them, and then they can just start shooting you again. So you kind of want to wait until they stand back up like Sebastian does there, and then shoot. And you want to focus on Sebastian first, because he's got the Magnum, which can kill you from full health in just a couple of shots. He's also got the Agony crossbow, and he's got the pistol, so he can kill you really quickly. As you can see, he's taking all my health pretty quickly. I was really lucky there was a med kit right there. So you can see I killed Sebastian using my rocket launcher. And now that I'm out of rocket launchers, I just have Joseph to worry about. And Joseph in this fight is the same as during the story. So he has his pistol, which can damage you, but doesn't do all that much damage. And then if you get too close, he'll either start meleeing you or he'll throw Molotovs. So as you can see, I'm kind of like peeking out until he starts shooting, and then once he's reloads is when I try to throw Molotov. I was too far away. But you'll see me throw some bear traps here, because he'll try and rush you behind this bus. So I put these bear traps here, and he does get caught in them, so it was really good on my part. And as soon as he gets stuck in them, like right there, I start throwing some Molotovs. What I should have done was rush him with my hammer and meleeed him. I would have done a lot more damage, but I was really cautious because, like I said, I hadn't beaten this before at this point, so I just wanted to play it cautiously, and I just did not want to die because I really wanted to beat it. It took me hours and many tries of doing this to finally beat this execution chamber. So I was really excited when I did. But I've heard of, my hammer is fully upgraded to do max damage. I messed that throw up right there terribly. I heard of other people saying that the sword, especially if you upgrade the sword all the way, works really well against Joseph. I didn't use my sword at all. I just used my hammer. Also, if you beat, also in New Game Plus, there's a secret. You can face Sebastian on his own in the same area you face Joseph. And if you do that, you can unlock the golden hammer, which could be effective too. But as you see, I did it here, and I unlock infinite ammo. So that's it. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. Alright, thanks guys. Pyzilla out.